Welcome to ISMG2050 Introduction to Business Problem Solving. This is your instructor Yazan speaking. I will be your instructor through this semester for the online class, and I'm looking forward to have a great experience with you guys. This video gonna just be a quick video to how to navigate through the class. I try my best to make the class as navigatable as possible to give you a good experience with it. So please, if you find any broken link, report it as soon as possible through emailing me. I'm just gonna go and I will enable this student view because they're kind of two different views for the Canvas, one of them for the instructor and one of them for the student. So just to make it more similar to what you guys have, I will also make this a full screen. Alrighty. Okay, so the home page or the front page for this class, it's quite an easy, neat looking to be able to navigate into any part of the class. I mean, obviously there will be a hyperlink with a different color. Most of the time, going to be blue. And once you hover above it with your mouse, the cursor changes to that hand-looking symbol that indicates that you can click on this link to drill into a different page. So it will navigate you into a different page. So for example, for the instructor page, I just put some information about me, my education and employment background, some of the certificates that I have. And then of course, whenever you can always go back to the home page, and that will be again the front page that got a table, or let's say the classes schedule across the semester. This is not the first time I teach the class, so I actually used this template before. Most of the students, to be honest, like it. And I got a lot of feedback and tried to embed that into the class and enhance it as possible. So to the left, there's this pane. It's the standard Canvas like navigation pane, where you would have the home web meeting if you had any meetings. We will not have a project for this class, so most likely there will not be like a collaboration meetings and so on, but for other classes I teach, some students use that and find it handy. Discussions, we're going to have a lot of discussion through this class. And then we have the assignments and quizzes. There's an assignment and a quiz every week for each workshop almost. And then the multiple pages for this class. So you can either navigate to other pages through this front page, or you can go to this link to the left and click on pages and go to the page you want. Grades, this is the grade book for you. So for example, like I have in a Q&A page where you might find some of the questions that you're looking for some answers, and probably other students already have that question. So to try to provide students with all the answers they want. Obviously, what is clear to me might not be clear to some of you. So feel free to email me with some questions, and if I think that question might be asked by others, I will provide it over here. So for each week, we will have multiple modules. Each module consists of one or more workshop. Um, the first 5 modules going to be an Excel, well, emphasized on Excel worksheets and workbooks. And then the last 2 modules will be for Access. For each week, once that week is current, the link for that week will be enabled. So you can click on that week and you will navigate to another page on the top. It will say which week. So obviously for the first week, it's week number 1. You have multiple readings over here. They have to go through. I try to provide some links that might not be quite related to the textbook, but it's very important to go through these things. So, how to deal with Canvas. I know some of you probably this is not the first Canvas class, but for some new students, they probably still face some difficulties dealing with Canvas. So if you have any questions and want to know about Canvas, you can go to this link. Once you click on it, if it takes you out of Canvas to a different website, you always can go back to the previous one. So here I have that full view. But if click back, it will take you back to Canvas. So feel free. Well, don't be afraid if the links takes you outside Canvas. Another way, you can just right-click on it and open it in a new tab. I'm using Google here, Google Chrome. It's the same with different internet browsers. Oops, I think I did not click what I was looking for. So this is like an outside link. So some of those links would navigate you within the course, within Canvas. Some of these will take you actually outside. So you can right-click on it, open a new tab, and then obviously this is an external link and it will take you to that website. This one will help you with a lot of related stuff for Canvas. If you have questions, blah, blah, blah. You can find the answers over there. Canvas has a really neat app. I personally use it on my smartphone, so you can use it either on your smartphone or tablet. If you want to know more about it, and it's really easy to download. I think I should put a video here to show how to download that for either iOS or Android. I don't know if the Windows phones carry that app, but probably if you look for it, most likely you're going to find it. These standard readings is to go through the textbook, go to the current module, go to the workshop, read it. I also provided the PowerPoints for you, so you can go through the PowerPoints, but the PowerPoints doesn't really include everything. So please make sure to go to your textbook, read, trying to do as much exercises as you can through the reading. Your textbook is really neat, got a lot of details, walk you through any exercise. By just following the steps, you will be more than fine completing any exercise it has. If I embed any PowerPoint slides within the Canvas page, there are 2 ways to look at it. So if you find this icon that looks like a page, and once you hover above it, it says preview the document. You click on it, and then it will open that document within the page itself. And obviously, you can, also within that page navigate to wherever you want, zoom in, zoom out, and so on. And you can also have a full screen for that particular document. And let's say that you want to download it because you're probably on campus and then going back home and you want to read this document offline. You always can click on it and it will download. So once you click on the link itself, not the preview icon, it will download that PowerPoint for you. And now it's actually on your computer. You can open it and look at it. Really neat, colorful, with a lot of details. So I highly recommend to, for example, go through the PowerPoints first. The PowerPoint doesn't have a lot of details. So, maybe you want to go through the PowerPoints first, then go to the textbook. I personally like to do that. But some people like to have a lot of details and then go to a different document that summarize it. So that works too. This is highly helpful while you're doing your quiz, your exam. So they come handy. Of course, the exams are open book exams. For the exercises, so let's minimize this. You're always going to have an exercise per week. You don't have to really hand the exercises, but I highly recommend to do that. A lot of times I would actually upload the instructions or direct you to go and find their exercise in your textbook. So like each workshop, at the end of it, there are multiple of exercises. Every week, I'll pick one for you. And sometimes I upload the instructions itself, obviously here instead of PDF file, but if you want to preview the file. So if it's a PDF or document, PowerPoint, you can preview that within Canvas. It's really neat that they have such functionality. So you can look at it. I uploaded the instructions, quite clear, detailed. You can walk through it, and you will be able to complete the exercise successfully by just following it. The assignment is almost similar to the exercise, so it's always better to go through the exercise because it's a little bit easier, and you go through it a couple of times till you perfect it, and then you go to the assignment and complete the assignment. The assignment is graded, so you have to upload your completed Excel file into the Canvas system, and I will grade it once the workshop is done. I also have uploaded the student files. Somehow I know that the textbook give you instructions to how to download the student files, but some students has a problem with that. I'm going to just show you that it's quite straightforward. You just click on the link and they would download a zip file for you. If you don't have a WinRAR, you can download it from the internet for free. I think you can have it on your computer for like 90 days or something. Try not to pay for it. Once you click on the zipped file, oh, obviously I did not pay for it. It will give you the different workshops, other workshops 01, 02, 03. You can simply just, for example, grab any of those folders and drop it on your desktop, and it will be decrypted or unzipped, I'm sorry. And then you can find the different XLSX files. So XLSX files are the extension for the 2013. Some students asked, like, if they have the old 2010 Excel, would that be fine for this class? To be honest, this class and the textbook is tailored toward the 2013 Excel. So you should have that. It might at the beginning, or you might feel at the beginning there's Not a lot of differences between 2013 and 2010, and that's true for the probably first few workshops, but after that, we will go into deeper details of Excel, and then you will start finding that there are some features in 2013 that do not exist in 2010. So this is how to download the student files, and then when each week would have discussion, those discussions are graded. Again, you either can click on it and it will navigate you into the discussion, then you will leave your answer over here. So there are like some of these are general questions. So for example, the first week, I'm not looking for really very technical questions. For the next weeks, for the next workshops, a lot of these questions, you really need to read your textbook, go through the materials before starting the discussion. I will go through the answers, and I will be grading them. So please put an effort in it. You're allowed to use like different resources as long as you cite it in an appropriate way. Now through Canvas, we have the capability of finding out if you're copying your answers from somewhere else. So please be careful. Plagiarism is a very serious thing, and make sure that you cite in the appropriate way. The cool thing here that when you leave your answer, you can really add like different resources. So it's like, oh, I watched this YouTube video, I saw this YouTube video. You can embed a YouTube video here. You can record yourself actually. You can put links and stuff like that. So be creative. I'll go through these discussions, and I'm looking forward to see your answers and enjoy the discussion back and forth. And feel free to leave answers or leave comments on others' answers as well. And always use an appropriate language, please. So going to the workshop. That is for the discussion. Every week you're gonna have multiple discussions. Then the assignment. So this is a graded assignment. And again, if you want to go to the assignment, either click on the link itself or click on a new tab just to open a new tab. I like to open a new tab because a lot of times you probably have to toggle back and forth between for example, the assignment and the some of the materials here on the workshops page. In the assignment, I will direct you to go to your textbook. And once you go to your textbook, of course, at the end of each workshop, there is an assignment. Some of these assignments are easy. If you did the exercise, it will be almost similar. Some of them a little bit challenging. So it's also graded. And then you always can go back to the home page. The part before the last part is the quiz. I think I should have put the quiz on all the way on the bottom, but I keep adding extra videos. Some of these videos are made by me. I post most of my videos on my YouTube channel. I teach it, or I've been teaching and I taught at multiple institutions, and so some of my students, or I like that my students, have the capability of accessing, previous materials. So a lot of the videos I post on YouTube, so you don't really have to go to YouTube. I will put the video here. Sometimes I just find interesting YouTube videos from other people, and I post it here just to give you more of a variety and a diverse resources. But the quiz part, so when you go to the quiz, I highly recommend that you go through all the materials first. Quizzes are graded. Once you start the quiz, you cannot stop it. So it's better to go through it first. It's better to go through all the materials first, then start your quiz. Um, Obviously, the quiz is most of the time going to be a multiple choice MCQ questions or true or false. Some of those quizzes might have an essay questions. And of course, once you click on to take the quiz, you will have multiple questions showing up. The quiz doesn't lock your browser neither. I'm expecting that you will be doing it out of memory, so it's an open book, but it is timed, so you don't have all the time in the world. Most of these have like a 20 minutes time limit. Once you put your answers and hit submit, you will see the answers after the end of the workshop, because some other students will obviously be doing it at different times, so I just don't want it to overlap. And I trust every one of you, but I think it's fair to just keep it to the end of the workshop and then show your answers. And if there's any typos, you think you answered the right question, but Canvas did not grade it right, because some of these questions obviously graded by the by Canvas, by the system, and you can see that the time is over here. It's where it's running and stuff. All the attempts that you're trying to do are logged. So if you say like, oh, this happened, that happened, I always can go back and see what did you have to go through. So it's logged. Just make sure that you're connected to the internet while doing this. It's like 20 minutes. Try not to be in Wi-Fi if you can be like wired. So to make sure, like, once you hit submit, that you're connected to the internet, it's not like you disconnected. Like, you can see that I'm actually wired to the internet. I think it's more reliable than a Wi-Fi, especially if you try to do this in a coffee shop or somewhere. Last part are the YouTube videos. As I said, some of those YouTube videos created by me, and um, I put the links inside the Canvas issue, so you really don't have to go anywhere. A lot of these are uploaded to on my YouTube channel, and some of these are from other people. Why to reinvent the wheel? If I find a really nice video that that is related to this class, I put it here. Feel free to watch it. Again, I'm trying to make this class as fun, as usable, as friendly as possible. So if you have any comments about how to make it more navigatable, more user-friendly, please shoot me an email, and I will be more than happy to upgrade it. Thank you for listening, and I will be talking in other videos through this class. Thank you.